Hey everyone, welcome to Midtown for Brew Thursdays. My name's Will.
And I'm Ket.
And this week we're going to try something a little different. Instead of bringing you beer, we've decided to bring our entire selection of root beer.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
We're both known for being beer guys relatively, but we both secretly really like root beer as well.
That's no secret.
It's no secret.
I love root beer.
Yeah, absolutely. So today we're going to start off with something I think everybody's probably at least passingly familiar with. The Bedfords root beer, formerly produced right here in Port Angeles, but still a local favorite.
Yeah, I think it's still made in Washington.
It is still made in Washington, yeah. Orca beverage, absolutely. Yeah, I think we all know this one, but we're going to give it a side-to-side comparison. So let's crack this guy and see how it stacks up. All right. One for you.
Yes, sir.
One for myself.
Now, is this caffeine free?
I think all of these should be caffeine free, and all of these should be cane sugar as well. So
depends on how, I guess my sample size is.
Right. Well, there's only a few ounces here. We'll be all right. Okay. Creamy. That's my first thought.
It's too sweet for me. It doesn't have the. It's a good root beer, but it just doesn't have that bite.
It does not have a lot of spice flavor. Yeah. That being said, like I said, creamy, almost heading into that cream beer sort of territory. Not too shabby. We're going to put that up against our next selection here, Abita. This one's from a little farther away. Alabama, I want to say.
Louisiana?
Louisiana? Which one is it?
Yeah, Louisiana.
See, Louisiana, I don't know nothing. Well, this one might be a little spicier than that last one. Let's find out. All right. One for you. So the Abita. Right off the bat, less sweet.
Definitely less sweet. A little more bite. A little more of that licoricey goodness.
A little bit of anise kick, just a tiny bit. Still a sweet root beer. But I'd say, less sweet, less creamy than the Bedfords.
Yeah, delicious.
Just a little more complex in the flavors there. Yeah. Not bad at all. All righty. That brings us to our Boylan. And we actually have two different selections from Boylan. In our mix pack here, we have opted to put the root beer, as this is a root beer mix pack, but we also have the birch beer, which I know that we're both fans of.
I love the birch beer.
But we're going to give this Boylan root beer a fair run up against all of its competitors here. So.
Man, we're going to get sugar wasted tonight.
So this is a nice reprieve from our normal boozy reviews, honestly. There's that one. And
it's already a little more, a little lighter and a little more bubbly right off the bat. Then.
Yes. I get a little more nose on it too. Yep, definitely more carbonated.
Caramel.
Yes,
that's the boom caramel.
And one of my favorite glass bottle root beers that I pick up at Safeway all the time does list caramel as its primary flavor. I think it's the Good Boy or Brown Boy or something like that. So more complex sweetness, not as sweet, but like I said, a little more richer kind of sweetness.
Yeah, right off the bat, just that.
The increased carbonation helps a little bit. It's still not bitey, really, really heavy carbonation, and also not super spicy. But
yeah, not as sweet as the Bedfords. Not as creamy.
Really on par, close to the Abita as far as sweetness.
I like how we're reviewing root beer like it's beer.
All right, Kat, what have you got on your side over there?
Oh, We got some Jones.
Ah, Jones. There we
Yeah.
are. Again, something I think most people are probably pretty familiar with. Jones is known for doing their unusual soda flavors. We've stocked some of their more normal ones. We've got root beer. We've got lime cherry. We've got
watermelon.
Watermelon's something else, isn't it? Is it a blend? Or is
It's a watermelon something.
Yeah. But since we're doing root beers today, let's see how this one stacks up. I'm feeling it already.
I'm feel a big burp coming up.
We'll try to get through this without having to censor our
Burp break.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's part of the experience.
Ooh, I can tell this one has the most root beer nose. This you can smell.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other ones were very understated. None of the spice.
No, it's very mellow. It's surprising.
And again, not overly sweet, but that's kind of a sweet forward. I kind of wish I had a little more bite.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I'm partial to the bite.
Yeah.
You know, like the commercial.
Johnny?
But it's still a good solid root beer.
Yes.
It's very kind of
Less carbonated. It's, compared to the one we just had, significantly less carbonation. A lot smoother. All right.
It's a lot of root beer.
We have 2 to go. BJs.
BJs.
I think these guys have got one of the more interesting labels. There's a lot going on here. BJ is actually originally a restaurant.
Right, they're a restaurant chain. I think they're out of Austin, Texas area.
Yeah. So I was looking for logos, and I kept finding the restaurant logo, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, they actually have beer brewed for them. And
Oh, right. That's cool. But brewing root beer rather, is something that we've talked about at great length. Again, since we are both fans. So if we get enough interest, we'll have to.
Leave in the comments if you want us to brew some Midtown House root beer.
Well, we'd love to do it.
We'd love to make it happen.
Yeah,
I mean, even
absolutely.
if it's just for us.
But it would certainly go a long way if everybody else is interested. So let's see how BJ's fares. Ooh, I like that.
Well, it's a little sweeter at the end there. There's like almost
It
like
gets
cotton
sweet.
candy.
It gets
like
sweet late, right?
Yeah.
Because I think everything else is sweet right up front, and then this one, I almost finished with it, and it finally goes, oh, there's this sweet flavor. But it also lets some of the herbal flavors come through up front, which the others have not done.
Yeah, that sweetness doesn't hit you till the end though. It's kind of weird.
Also a little caramel, just a little, like you were saying before. This is one of my favorites so far. That's definitely one that I will pick up after shift on the regular.
I think the Abita so far has been
your favorite so far?
Yeah, I think so. We got one more, and we both have had this one.
Yeah,
so
it's almost a little unfair to leave this one for last because I think it's probably already both of our favorites, but we're just going to give it a fair shake. I think anyway. We'll see. We haven't had everything together like this, so it'll give us a really good indication. See if we still feel that way after this. Well, cheers to our last root beer, Crater Lake. After everything else, it doesn't have the bite that I was expecting because I know it's got a little more.
It doesn't, but it's less sweet at the back end. You know, like it's almost refreshing.
Yes, and there is a little more bite, a little more crisp. But I think if you start with this one, you'll notice how sharp it is right up front. That's what I've experienced. But having after all the others, I think maybe it's just a little. We're kind of eased our way into it. But that being said, I think it's the most complex flavor out of everything we've had.
It's got the most root beery. I don't know what the root beery, but the.
It's more rooty.
Yeah, more rootiest.
A little closer to old fashioned, I'd say, out of all of these. Yeah, still my go-to.
Crater Lake, hands down.
But they're all good. I think that's the the difficult part. I have regularly, like I said, if I'm going to grab a shift drink, a lot of times people might find this strange. I don't drink a lot of beer socially, so after work I will I'll grab a root beer, and the two that I reach for, Crater Lake and BJs most often.
Well, that's why I'm ordering it. So
Is that why you're?
Because I drink it myself.
Oh yeah, okay. So you were running through them too. Yeah, I noticed the BJs needed to be restocked. There's a reason for that. Well, guys, we had a lot of fun putting this together. You've seen these wonderful little carriers that we put together. Wolf had these available in the fridge, already pre-selected. They're going to be $12. They make an excellent gift for somebody who wants to try stuff out. They are labeled on all 6 spots there, so you'll be able to show them right off the bat what they're going to get into. And like I said, come check it out. All of these are available as singles, or grab a 6-pack and do your own taste test at home. We hope you're all as big a root beer fans as we are.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we're going to close.
Yep. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Got to do it every time. It's almost part of it now, you know.